In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on March 19, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Creighton versus Baylor. In the second round of the South region, 3rd seed Baylor faces off with 6th seed Creighton. Creighton advanced to the second round playing great defense in a win over North Carolina State, where they only gave up 63 points. They have won 4 of their last 5 games and look to avoid repeating last season when they lost in the second round. Baylor laid a 74-56 beatdown on 14th seed UCSB in the first round of the Big Dance. They had lost their last 2 games of the regular season, and they also lost in the second round of the NCAA tournament last season. This game is being held at the neutral site of the Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado. The Blue Jays had a nice offensive day in their matchup versus NC State with 46.4% shooting and 89.5% from the line. Creighton couldn't connect from outside, but it didn't end up making a difference. The Blue Jays have now scored 72 or more points in 4 of their last 5 outings. As for Baylor, they had a rough first half in the UC Santa Barbara team on Friday, but to their credit, the Bears cleaned it up. Baylor ended up shooting 54.9% from the field in that one with a 29-23 rebounding advantage. The Bears have 72 or more points in 4 of their last 5 games, but I don't know if they'll keep up in this one. Both teams come in this second round game after playing great defense in their last game. However, the Bears shot the rock much better, but I do not see that happening in this game. The Bears and the Blue Jays will each play well on the defensive end of the floor. The Blue Jays have more size, and the team's ability to rebound will be key in this game. By playing good defense and getting some easier chances thanks to offensive rebounds, they have the advantage. So the Creighton Blue Jays to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. In Creighton's last 5 games against teams that have a winning percentage over .600, 4 of them have finished under the total. Against opponents that have won at least 60% of their games, the under has hit in 7 of the last 9 games for Baylor. Neither team plays at a crazy tempo, and both sides are talented enough to take over a game on either end of the floor. It's March though, and coaches preach defense in the Big Dance. I expect the same for this one. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. UCF versus Oregon. It's the second round of the National Invitation Tournament on the hardwood, as a member of the American Athletic Conference makes the trip to the Pacific Northwest to take on a member of the Pac-12, with the winner moving on while the loser goes home. The UCF Knights are on the road as they make the cross-country trek to face the Oregon Ducks Sunday night. UCF advanced as they dispatched Florida 67-49 in their first round tilt, winning outright as a 2.5-point underdog. Wednesday night, Oregon drubbed UC Irvine 84-58 at home in their first round matchup Wednesday night, easily covering as a 5.5-point favorite. This marks the first time that the programs have met as Division I teams. Defense travels, and the Knights showed that in their first round game against Florida. They thwarted a Gators team easily as Florida shot less than 40% from the field. UCF did enough on the offensive end to get the win, but doing it on the road was even more impressive, and that is why I am taking the Knights over Oregon. Their defense will stop an average Oregon team on Sunday. The Knights have a strong scorer in Kelly that can lead the team in a hostile environment. If Oregon comes into this contest without their top 3 scorers, just as did against Irvine, they might end up paying the price. Central Florida's top guys have performed well down the stretch, and if their momentum carries over into the Northwest, they can outplay Oregon's B team. So the Central Florida Knights to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. UCF has seen the over post an 18-14-1 mark in their 33 games this season, with a posted total entering this contest. The Knights have major issues turning the ball over as they stand 282nd in the country in turnover percentage at 19.7%, which offsets that they are 24th in offensive rebounding percentage at 34% on the year. UCF is a painfully slow-paced team as they come in 316th in the nation in adjusted tempo according to Ken Palm with 64.4 possessions a night. On the year, the Ducks have gone over the total in 18 of their 34 games heading into this game. Oregon comes into this one ranked 31st in offensive efficiency and 66th in defensive efficiency this season. The Ducks have improved on their defensive work as the season has gone on as they are 57th in effective field goal percentage defense on the year. Oregon is 221st in tempo with an average of 66.3 possessions a night this season. With both teams playing at a slower than average pace, lean towards a low-scoring affair in this contest. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Miami, Florida versus Indiana. NCAA March Madness action continues on Sunday with an intriguing matchup between the number 5 Miami Hurricanes and number 4 Indiana Hoosiers. Miami comes into this Midwest region clash at 26-7 while Indiana is currently 23-11. Miami is 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 NCAA tournament games and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games. The under is 6-0 in Miami's last 6 NCAA tournament games. Indiana is 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 NCAA tournament games and 11-5 against the spread in their last 16 Sunday games. The over is 5-2 in Indiana's last 7 games. The Hoosiers are 1-point spread favorites, but I believe Miami is the side to bet on in this second-round matchup. Indiana won its first-round game with an excellent defensive performance, but the way it rebounded the ball is concerning. The Hoosiers were out-rebounded 42-39, allowing the Golden Flashes to secure 19 offensive rebounds, lending hope to their opponents. That could rear its ugly head against the Hurricanes, who have a monster in the paint in Amir and plenty of spot-up shooters who can take advantage of kick-out passes from offensive rebounds. Miami didn't play its best on Friday, but it didn't need to. The Hurricanes boast several scoring options and can make up for poor shooting nights with their ability to get to the foul line and convert. They have the tough-minded mentality you like to see in tournament games, a character trait the Hoosiers fail to match consistently. Both of these teams come into this game after winning 3 of their last 4 games, but Indiana looked like the much better team in the first round. Miami got very lucky to beat Drake and did not look good, but they are very talented and I think they will play much better here. The Hurricanes did not get very much from their leading scorer, Isaiah Wong, but they were still able to get the victory. I think we see a better effort from Wong in this game. I believe the Canes will hit more field goals than they did versus the Bulldogs and will outmuscle the Hoosiers in the post, earning extra possessions and free throws that will put Indiana in a tough spot. So the Miami, Florida Hurricanes to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Further elaborating on the Indiana pick above, the initial reason why I like the over is due to Miami's below-average defense. They're just 112th in adjusted defensive efficiency, surrendering 102.1 points per 100 possessions. As for defensive shooting, they're 222nd in the country, allowing opponents to hit 44.8% of their shots. That will not bode well against an Indiana side that's 9th overall in field goal percentage this year, making 48.9% of their shots. I don't think it's unreasonable that the Hoosiers will potentially score into the low 80s in this one, forcing the Hurricanes to try and keep pace. Neither of these teams is particularly slow, as Miami is 101st in tempo and Indiana is 145th. I'm expecting an offensive clinic from Indiana on Sunday, which should lead us into a higher scoring affair. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.